you've talked about finding a niche. You've talked about finding an expert. Now, talk to us about step 3, which is how do you strike a deal with an expert? That deal that you struck was a one-time deal, one-time fee.
Yeah.
But I know there's other types of formats that you do.
Yeah, there's a number of different deals you can do. And I do like the pay up front and own the content deal because you don't have to pay again. But if you're just getting started, maybe you don't have an extra $500, $600, $700. I can't remember what it cost exactly. It wasn't much in the relative scope of things. But hey, what if you have $0? Well, I've done those deals too, and those are licensing deals where you can actually have someone create content for $0 and you can pay them a percentage of sales, a percentage of profit. And I've actually done those deals as well where I paid 10% out to the expert of the revenue that I generate is going to go to you for creating this content and for keeping it current, for creating ongoing content. And 10%, that can be 10, 20, whatever you come up with. So that's a great way if you don't have any startup funds to find an expert to get to create content for you, and you pay them a percentage of ongoing sales. And they're eager to do it because a lot of experts love creating content, or maybe they already have content. So another type of deal you can do is you can say, hey, you already got this content. How would you like to make more money if I'll just pay you a percentage of sales for what you've already got? So it's not that hard to convince people that already have stuff that they've created to then just make, hey, let me show you how to make a little more money with it. So that's another thing you can do. And there's a number of different deal structures that I talk about and get into in the advanced stuff, but I'll just give you one more quick tip. And the third one that I'll say right now is people who have already created content. I once found someone on YouTube who had a bunch of videos, and I asked him if I could buy the rights to his videos. And because he'd already created them, and he created them a couple of years ago, it was dirt cheap. I think it was like $50 a video or something. So it cost very, very little dollars to acquire a ton of content that I could put in my membership area, and I could just sell over and over and over again. So for a very small investment in content, like, just relatively pennies on the dollar, I've built a multi-million-dollar business because now that I own this business, or rather now that I own the content, I can just sell it over and over and over again. So there's different type of deal structures you can do, and I've done many, many different types, and they're all relatively simple. They're not hard to do, but I outline all the structures and all the deals that I've done, and they're not hard for someone to follow and to strike deals with experts themselves.
So this is a really good tip for you guys if you're creating a membership site. If that's one of the niches that you want to get into, maybe it's a gardening niche or something like that. You create a membership site, you go get an expert to create some content for you, and then you're worried, well, this is a continuity site, right? I'm charging a monthly membership. I don't want my content to get stale. That's a great tip to go out and find other videos on like how to spread fertilizer on your yard, and go buy those videos and go add them to your membership area so that you're continually providing value to people and you're able to keep them on your continuity program. So that's a super great tip.
Yeah, exactly. And just to that point, one of the things that I like to do is I like to acquire a ton of content at the beginning, and then it just drips. Because with membership sites, it's so easy to have new content added every week. As once someone signs up, it's new to them, but really it's all sort of held, and it's every week they get new content. So I have months and months and months of content that are ready to go. You don't have to always be creating new content if it's something that's, evergreen. Like survival isn't really changing as an example. Gardening isn't really changing, or cooking, or whatever it's going to be. There can be new recipes that could drip as well. So you can absolutely have someone to create it ongoing, or you can have a bunch at the beginning and have it drip out.